Merhaba, Disleyan Osama bin Laden. This is my biography. Enjoy. I was born in the bin Laden family to a billionaire, Mohammed bin Awad bin Laden, in Saudi Arabia, in the city of Riyadh. I attended high school in Jeddah and then studied management and economics at King Abdul Aziz University in Jeddah, one of Saudi Arabia's best schools. My father was a small-time builder and a constructor. In the 1970s, an oil boom occurred, changing my father's fortune. It brought to him direct contact with the Saudi elite, and he soon developed a special relationship with the uppermost echelon of the House of the Al Saud as both a superior builder and the provider of decree services. This led to my father becoming a billionaire. I was destined to follow my father's steps, but I chose another path. Instead, I freely elected to abandon the life of affluences and committed myself to waging to jihad under extreme harsh conditions, becoming an Islamist terrorist. In 1974, at the age of 17, I married Nawaj Khanem Al-Latakia, Syria. We got separated before September 11, 2001. Another wife of mine was Khadija Sharif. And there was plenty of other wives. I joined the Mujahideen forces in Pakistan against the Soviets in Afghanistan and helped to fund the Mujahideen by funding arms, money, and fighters from the Arab world into Afghanistan. Gaining popularity from many Arabs, I opposed such alternatives as pan-Arabism, socialism, communism, democracy. My ideology included the concept that civilians, including women and children, are a legitimate target of jihad. I'm an anti-Semite and deliver warning against Jewish conspiracy. These Jews are masters of usury and leaders in churchy. When the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan in 1979, I left college and I joined the Afghan residents, believing it was my duty as a Muslim to fight the occupation. I relocated in Peshawar, Afghanistan, and using aid from the United States under the CIA program Operation Cyclone, I began training the Mujahideen, a group of Islamic jihadists. I joined Abdul Azam, one of the greatest leaders, and used money and machinery from my own construction company to help the Mujahideen resistance in the Soviet war in Afghanistan under Operation Cyclone from 1979 to 1989. The United States provided financial aid and weapons to the Mujahideen through Pakistan's ISI. I met and built a relationship with Hamid Gul, who was a 3-star general in the Pakistan Army and head of the ISI agency. By 1984, Azam and I established Maktab Al-Khitamat, which funneled money, arms, and fighters from around the Arab world into Afghanistan. After the Soviet withdrew from the country in 1989, I returned to Saudi Arabia as a hero, and the United States referred to me, and my soldiers as freedom fighters. Yet I was quickly disappointed with what I believe was a corrupt Saudi government, and my frustrations with the U.S. occupation of Saudi Arabia during the Persian Gulf War led to a growing rift between me and my country's leader. I spoke publicly against the Saudi government reliance on American troops, believing their presence profaned scarce soil. After several attempts to silence me, the Saudis banished the former hero, which was me. I lived in exile in Sudan beginning in 1992. By 1993, I had formed a secret network known as Al-Qaeda, Arab for the Bigs, comprised of militant Muslims I had met while serving in Afghanistan. Soldiers were recruited for their ability to listen and their good manners, obedience, and their pledge to follow their superior. Their goal was to take up the jihadist cause around the world, righting perceived wrong under the accordance of pure Islamic law. Under my leadership, the group funded and began organizing global attack worldwide. By 1994, after continued advocacy of extremist jihad, the Saudi government forced me to relinquish my Saudi citizenship and confiscated my passport. My family also disowned me, cutting off my 7 million yearly stipend. Undeterred, I began executing my violent plans with the goal of drawing the United States into war. My hope was that Muslims, unified by the battle, will create a single true Islamic state. In 1996, to forward my goal, Al-Qaeda detonated truck bombs against U.S. occupied forces in Saudi Arabia. The next year, we reclaimed responsibility for killing tourists in Egypt, and in 1998, we bombed the U.S. embassy in Nairobi, Kenya, and Tanzania, killing nearly 300 people in the process. My actions abroad did not go unnoticed by the Sudanese government, and I was exiled from their country in 1996, not able to return to Saudi Arabia. So I took refuge in Afghanistan, where I received protection from the country's ruling Taliban militia. While under the protection of the Taliban, I issued a series of fatwas, religious statements, which declared a holy war against the United States. Among the accusations reared at the offending country were the pillaging of natural resources in the Muslim world, in assisting the enemy of Islam. It is believed that the first bombing attack I was involved in was the December 29, 1992 bombing of the Gold Mire Hotel in Aden, in which 2 people were killed. It was after this bombing that Al-Qaeda was reported to have developed its justification for the killing of innocent people. In the 1990s, my Al-Qaeda assisted jihadists financially and sometimes militarily in Algeria, Egypt, and Afghanistan. In 1992 or 1993, I sent an emissary, Qar el-Said, with $40,000 to Algeria to aid the Islamists and urge war rather than negotiation with the government. The advice was heeded. The war that followed caused the death of 150,000 to 200,000 Algerians and ended with the Islamists surrender to the government. I funded the lecture massacre of November 17, 1997, which killed 62 civilians and outraged the Egyptian public. In the mid-1997, the Northern Alliance threatened to overrun Jalalabad, causing me to abandon the Najim Jihad compound and move my operation to Tarank Farms in the south. Another successful attack was carried out in the city of Mazar-e-Sharif in Afghanistan. I helped cement my alliance with the Taliban by sending several hundred Afghan Arab fighters along to help the Taliban kill between 5,000 and 6,000 Hazaras, overrunning the cities. In February 1998, me and Ayam al-Zawahiri co-signed a fatwa in the name of the World Islamic Front for Jihad against Jews and Crusaders, which declared the killing of North Americans and their allies an individual duty for every Muslim to liberate the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem and the Holy Mosque from their grip. At the public announcement of the fatwa, I announced that North Americans are a very easy target. I told the attending journalists, "You will see the result at this in a very short time." Me and al-Zawahiri organized an Al-Qaeda Congress in June 24, 1998. The 1998 U.S. Embassy bombing were a series of attacks that occurred on August 7, 1998. in which hundreds of people were killed in simultaneous truck bomb explosion at the U.S. embassies in the major East African city of Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and Nairobi, Kenya. The attacks were linked to local members of the Egyptian Islamic Jihad. Brought me and Ayam al-Sahari to the attention of the U.S. public for the first time and resulted in the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation placing me on its 10 most wanted list. 10 most wanted list. Me. In December 1998, the director of Central Intelligence Counter-Terrorist Center reported to President Bill Clinton that Al-Qaeda was preparing for attacks in the United States of America, including the training of personnel to hijack aircraft. At the end of 2000, Richard Clarke revealed that Islamic militants headed by me had planned a triple attack on January 3, 2000, which would have included bombing in Jordan of the Radisson SAS Hotel, an amendment tourist at Mount Nebo, and a site on the Jordan River, the sinking of the destroyer USS the Solivian in Yemen, as well as an attack on target within the U.S. The plan was foiled by the arrest of the Jordan terrorist cell. The sinking of the explosive-filled skiff intended to target the destroyer and the arrest of Hamid Ruzan. By 2001, I had attempted and often successfully executed attacks on several countries using the help of Al-Qaeda, trained terrorists, and my seemingly boundless financial resource. On September 11, 2001, I would deliver my most devastating blow to the U.S. A small group of the Al-Qaeda jihadists hijacked 4 commercial passenger aircraft in the U.S., 2 of which collided into the World Trade Center towers. I initially denied involvement in the attacks. On September 16, 2001, I read a statement later broadcast by Qatar's Al Jazeera satellite channel denying responsibility for the attack. I was killed in Pakistan on May 2, 2011, shortly after 1 a.m. local time by the U.S. State Special Forces military unit. The operation, codenamed Operation Neptune Spear, was ordered by the U.S. President Barack Obama and carried out in the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, CIA. Operation by a team of United States Navy SEALs from the United States Naval Special Warfare Development Group, also known as DEVGRU, or informally by its former name SEALs Team 6, of the Joint Special Operation Command. With support from CIA operatives on the ground, the raid of my compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan was launched from Afghanistan. After the raid, U.S. forces took my body to Afghanistan for identification, then buried me in sea within 24 hours after my death. But psych, I'm still here. I arose from the dead. I declare war on America for the 3 reasons. First, they had troops in Saudi Arabia. It's my country. Why are you bringing troops to my country? The United Nations had imposed sanctions on Iraq, and America supported Israel. Had an extreme nationalism for my country. The important and lasting legacy of me impacted the Muslim youth all over the world, who I am the source of inspiration. A large majority of Muslim youth consider me as a hero. H-E-R-O, hero. They raise slogan in my support and chant songs to my praise. Well, yeah, this is it. This is my biography. And I'm not dead. I faked my death. So, if you're watching this, get ready to die. Copy. You got Osama? Alright, I'm on my way.
finally say you're a dead man, Osama bin Laden.